Yes. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Yes. Today I am starting new chapter. Classification of animals. As we have studied about the classification of plants, same year, there are different kinds of animals present on the earth, small to largest. So we have to classify them to identify their character and their habits. Due to this, here is a classification of animals. And the chapter is 3. 3. Different kinds of animals live on earth. As you know, there are different kinds of animals live on earth. These animals are of different sizes. They also differ in their structure and their character also. They are multicellular to a giant elephant from the tiny mosquito. Mosquito is a multicellular but a small creature. To the long, big elephant and giraffe, whale, etc. All are animals. All animals are different from each other, but they have some common features. They have some common features. What are these common features are? They are multicellular. Common features of the animals. First is multicellular. It means they are having more than one cell. They cannot prepare their food. They are heterotrophic because they do not have chlorophyll. So they depend on others. They depend on plants or animals. Some animals are carnivorous and they eat animals. So they depend on either on the plant or animals. The next is the most animal ingest their food. The food is digested inside the body. They ingest. It means taking in food with their mouth. They ingest food by their mouth. And most animals are motile. Motile. It means they move from one place to another place. Most of the, not all of the. Some animals are stable at a particular place. They do not move. They fix on the earth by a rigid surface, but most of the animals are motile. They move from one place to another for their food, and this movement is known as locomotion. This is known as locomotion. Animals move mainly in search of food or shelter. Here are some animals have vertebrae, some animals have backbone. It means they are having bones made up of several small bones. Backbone is a bone which is made up of combining of small bones and form a backbone. It is just at the back, our body, and they are known as vertebrae. The animals who have backbone are known as vertebrate, whereas other do not have. Some animals do not have this backbone and they are known as invertebrate. According to this presence of this backbone or absence of this backbone, the animals are classified into two categories, and this is invertebrates and vertebrates. Vertebrates and invertebrates. On the presence or of backbone, animals are classified into two categories. In two categories. First is invertebrate. Absence of backbone. Another is vertebrate. Backbone, presence of backbone. So, on the basis of presence and absence of backbone, the animals are classified into two categories. These are invertebrate and vertebrate. Vertebrates do not have backbone, and vertebrates having backbone. Due to this, they are called vertebrates. Invertebrates, there are different groups are there. Invertebrates are having 8 groups. Invertebrates again classified into 8 groups, and they are Porifera, Coelenterata, Platyhelminthes, invertebrate. Again divided into 8 categories or 8 groups. Into 8 groups, and these groups are Porifera, Coelenterata, Platyhelminthes, Nematoda, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, and Echinodermata. Right? We will study them one by one in short. These 8 groups we have to study in short one by one. First is Porifera. Porifera means having pores. They are porous in their body. They are having small pores. First is Porifera, and the other name is sponges. All sponges are the organism of Porifera group. What are the characteristics of Porifera? Porifera means pores, porous, and porous means having pores. Small holes, tiny holes they are having in their body. What are the characteristics of Porifera? Mostly found in sea and fresh water. Found in sea and fresh water. Generally present in the sea. but some species are also found in fresh water. Body is fixed, they do not move. They are fixed at the surface of a uh, of earth. They have fixed body. They do not move from one place to another. They stuck to a solid surface at the bottom of sea or pond. They cannot move from one place to another. Do not move. The third one is body is porous. They are having porous body. I already told you that porifera means porous, and porous means having pores. They have porous body. It has many tiny pores, having pores, small holes, very small, and canal system through which the water flow. A large opening is present at the upper end of to pass water out of the body. They are having opening at the upper part of the body. At the upper part of the body. Right? To take in food and to remove the waste also. They are having only one opening at the upper part of the body. To pass water, to pass food and to remove waste. They do not have digestive, circulatory and nervous system. Do not have a proper digestive, circulatory and nervous system. The flowing water brings food and oxygen. The flowing water brings, if the water having food, they take in or take in oxygen through the water also. It is also throw out the body waste from these opening by the help of water. Do not have digestive, circulatory and nervous system. No system is found, no complex system is present in this Porifera group. And the examples are Cycone spongilla, and Euspongia. These are the example of group Porifera. Yes, it is clear to you? The characteristics of Porifera is clear to you? Kindly reply. Okay, now next group is Coelenterata. The other group is, next group is Coelenterata. Coelenterata, or also known as Cnidaria. The other name of this group is Cnidaria. Cnidaria. And the characteristics are, these are aquatic animals, mostly marine, and some live in the fresh water also, same as the Porifera. Generally, they are found in the sea, and some species of Cnidaria group are present in fresh water. So they are aquatic, found in sea and fresh water. The next is they are having attached to the bottom of the ocean or pond. So we can say that the same similarities Porifera and Coelenterata has in two categories. Like they are fixed, and Coelenterata is also fixed at the bottom of the ocean. Attached to the bottom, they are fixed at a particular place. They do not move. Some some organism can attach and some can move. Some can move or float, but some can float in the water. Some organism can float in the water. Body is soft, translucent, and hollow. Body is soft, hollow, and translucent. They are having soft, hollow, and translucent body, sacs-like, and they are having sacs. It means having body like a bag, like a bag, like this, having body like a bag. It has only one opening, same as the Porifera. One opening at the upper part of the body. Same thing. And this is called mouth. And this opening is known as mouth. Next is mouth is surrounded by finger like this. They are having finger like structure. Finger like structure, and these structures are known as, these finger like structure, mouth, and these structures are known as tentacles. These structures are known as tentacles. They help in catching food and prey. They can help in catching food and prey. Body is radially symmetrical. वो उस पे लाइट के वहां पे, हाँ, radically symmetrical. They are radically symmetrical. It means the body can be divided into two identical halves. Whenever the body is cut, then body can divide into two equal halves. So this type of symmetry is known as radially symmetrical. They are having radially symmetric body. Divided into two halves along any plane. Along any plane. Suppose it's a structure of C. What is it? It's a hydra. This is attached to the bottom of the C. They are having tentacles. These are known as tentacles, and it is known as mouth. if we cut the body of hydra, we can get the symmetrical part, as two halves are equal, all the part present in the both the part half equally. So this type of symmetry are known as radially symmetrical. And the examples are jellyfish and hydra. These are the example of Cnidaria group or coelenterate group. Same here. This is the structure of jellyfish. Here is a mouth and they are having tentacles. They are having tentacles. So this type, it's a floating. It is not attached to the bottom of the sea. It is free floating organism. But hydra is fixed at a base of the sea.
Ma'am, voice is not coming.
What happened?
Ma'am, it is coming slowly.
Okay, I am adjusting this thing. It is 100%. Now, tell me, all the character of Cnidaria or Coelenterata groups is clear to you? Now tell me, it is clear to you? Now I am taking next group. Okay. The next group is Platyhelminthes, and the other name of Platyhelminthes is flatworm. Platyhelminthes. And the other name of this group is flatworm. The characteristics of these groups are body is flat, thin, soft and leaf-like, ribbon-like. Body is flat, as the name given, flat, then thin, soft and ribbon-like or leaf-like structure. The body is leaf or ribbon-like, long and flat, thin and soft. They have only one opening, same as present in the Porifera and Coelenterata. They are having one opening, and this opening is known as mouth, to take in food and throwing out the waste also. Only mouth is the organ present in Platyhelminthes to take in food and to remove the waste from the body. An alimentary canal is absent. What do you mean by alimentary canal? Just anyone can reply. What is alimentary canal? Yes, tell me, what is alimentary canal? The alimentary canal is a system present in the body to digest food. Alimentary canal is a system present in the body to digest food. What should I do? Why the voice is not coming to you? The next is body is bilaterally symmetrical. The body is bilaterally symmetrical. It means the body, when we cut from any from a symmetric plane, it divided into two identical half. It means the body divided into two identical half. Bilaterally symmetrical means the body is divided into two symmetrical half. Suppose this is the organism. When we cut this plane, all both the part are having the same and half organs in this part. So this type of symmetry is known as bilaterally symmetrical. Mostly live as parasite on the body of other animals. So they are the parasite creature. They are parasite. It means they require any host to live in. They present in the body of other organism. So they are known as parasite on the body of other animals, and in which the animal in which they present is known as host. And the example are tapeworm and liver fluke. Parasite flatworm having hooks. Flatworm having hooks. Having stew attached to the host body. To attach to the host body, and suckers on their head. And on their head, they are having small projections, and these projections are known as suckers. Um, Having hooks and suckers on their head. They help them to attach to the host body. These are the structure which help the flatworm to attach with the host body. And the example are flatworm and liver fluke. Liver fluke. Planaria. These are the example of platyhelminthes group. Flatworm, they are having flat body, soft and ribbon-like structure. They have only one opening to take in food and throwing out the waste. They do not have alimentary canal. The body is bilaterally symmetrical. It means from a plane, symmetrical plane, we can divide the body into two equal halves, into identical halves. The mostly organism of platyhelminthes groups are parasite. They have they need a host to live in. They live in the other animal as a parasite. They take food which was taken by the host, and they are having hooks and sucker too attached with the host body. And the examples are liver fluke, tapeworm, and planaria. Tapeworm is found in the human intestine. Where is the tapeworm is found? In human intestine, in our body, in our uh, alimentary canal. The intestine is the part of a alimentary canal of human being, and these flatworms are present there. It reaches to the length of 6 meter. It can have the length of 6 meter. Tapeworm present in human intestine, and the length of this is up to the 6 meter. It can have this much size of its body. It has a ribbon like body with a head like part of the front. It absorbs digested food from the human intestine. Have a ribbon like structure, ribbon like body. And take food from the intestine of the human body. And the host for tapeworm is human. These are called parasite also. Now the third is nematoda, and they are also known as roundworm, threadworm. If they are in round shape, they are known as roundworm. If they are having a thread-like structure, they are known as threadworm. We will take this topic in our next class. Can I take? Okay, I can take. The exam is nematoda. The next group is nematoda. And the other name is roundworm or threadworm. What are the characteristics of this? They are having elongated, cylindrical, unsegmented and bilaterally symmetrical. Same as the platyhelminthes. They are having bilaterally symmetrical body. Same, they are also having bilaterally symmetrical body. Then the body is elongated. Gay and cylindrical, unsegmented. they do not have this type of segment. They do not have segment, so they are having unsegmented body. Then most of them live as parasite inside the body of other animals, including humans. Some live in soil and water. Some are parasite and some can live in soil or water. As platyhelminthes are parasite, some organisms of Nematoda are also parasite, but some can live in soil or water. They have a digestive system with two openings. Here is a differentiation of mouth and anus. They are having two openings. They are having two openings. They are having two openings, the mouth and anus. Mouth to take in food and anus to remove waste. The mouth is a part to remove waste. Then example of this group are filarial worm, Ascaris, it is known as roundworm, and the other is hookworm. These are the characteristics of Nematoda. They are having cylindrical, unsegmented, elongated body. They are bilaterally symmetrical. Most of the organisms are parasite, but some can live in water and soil. They are having two openings, mouth and anus. Roundworm, same as the flatworm. Roundworm is also present in the human body, in human intestine. Roundworm is a parasite present in human intestine. Intestine is a part of a alimentary canal of human, and especially it found in children, small cats. They are present in small kids and children by who eat either unwashed. It is due to the eating of unwashed food, unwashed raw fruits, or eat with unwashed hand.